Hi, I'm John Moyer, and can I just say I am really jealous of all of you TelexFREE promoters that are headed to Las Vegas for the TelexFreakend. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm going to be there too. I'm actually the hypnotist comedian that's going to be performing a free show for you on Friday night and Saturday, but I'm going there to perform. You're actually going there to learn proven techniques and strategies that are going to help you double, maybe even triple your TelexFREE income with doing a little more than what you're doing right now. The only way for me to double my income is to actually train my 6-year-old child to be a and then send him out on the road to work too. And unfortunately, we have child labor laws in this country which prevent me from doing that. So I'm not going to do that in Las Vegas for the TelexFreakend. That's a whole different situation. I'm going to be there, just me performing, not my kids. But you'll be there to learn. And after you learn these amazing new strategies, you can check out my free show Friday night and Saturday. I will see you in Las Vegas for the TelexFreakend.
Joe Kraft gave some incredible tax information how in this business, guys, if you're not on the MFA, you're missing the mark. I'm just saying it flat out. Every single person that's in this company should definitely be on the MFA product for what it's going to do for you, not only tax-wise, to be able to get the proper information that we need, but with that MFA, guys, they're going to advise you on basically how to structure yourself a little bit better. So that we can save a lot of money. So that is, alone is worth the membership for the MFA, as well as the free credit repair and different things of that nature. So once again, guys, make a note, next week Monday, all the way to the following week Monday. There won't be any team calls. We will leave up the 24-hour recorded number so they can listen to the presentation that was recorded on Monday of last week. But we are traveling. Now, again, I have to say that and put it out there, but you'll be surprised. Some people will say, well, hey, they're not having any calls this week. Did the company go under? It's just the mentality of some people, and I'm saying that on this training call today. But guys, literally, these are people that don't have a clue of what's going on with the business. And that's why we're announcing that on this call, so that you can tell them, no, the company hasn't went out of business just because we're not having our calls next week. No, those leaders are out not only learning more things to help the downline, but they're actually out traveling and supporting people in different areas. So I want to make sure that we get that information out there. Of course, if you're looking for a presentation, you can always call in at the recorded line and at 712-432-1085 with the access code of 376560. So I want to make sure I got that out there, and I'll tell you what, a lot of things are happening with TelexFREE, and since we are on a training call, guys, I'm going to tell you this. With the enhancements that they're talking about making to the compensation plan, I promise you the people that will be in TelexFREE will be people that want to build an empire, people that want to build a legacy for their family. It's not people who will be there for the quick hit trying to make money and then they move on to the next deal. This is a company, ladies and gentlemen, that has real products and real services, and as more and more customers are coming on and more people that are joining the company, they're going to really understand the power of this. In fact, we now have some leaders in the industry that would not touch TelexFREE before because they couldn't see it. They understood everybody was making money, but to them they couldn't see how it could last. Now, just having an inkling of what's happening with the compensation plan, the additional products that are coming in, and more money being put on the table, not only are they coming in and joining, but ladies and gentlemen, they're trying to bring their entire downlines with them because they now see TelexFREE as a home. And I was on the phone with a lady a little bit earlier today. In fact, we were texting back and forth, and it's so sad. She was only in it for the money. She was only in it to place her ads, get paid, and then, move on. She wasn't interested in building a business. She wasn't interested in helping the company acquire customers, which she really didn't understand. The more customers you acquire, the more residual income you get paid for life. And sadly, she had went off to several other companies, and now all of those companies are either now not paying, or they're paying so slow, or they promised that they were going to do something and they didn't do it, and now she wants to come back to TelexFREE. So bottom line is, and I explained to her very carefully, I said, listen, please pay close attention to what I'm saying. TelexFREE is the real deal, folks. It's not perfect. We're going to have some flaws. The company, You know, and anytime a person has an issue in TelexFREE, they want to tell the world about their issue. But when they're earning money and not having any issues, then they want to sometimes sit back and all they want to do is collect their money. Guys, this isn't a company like that. This company, and like Steve said, he realized that they have some issues, but they promise you that the issues that you have, and it may not be fixed by tomorrow, but it will get fixed. People will be made whole. And I appreciate that from just being able to sit down and talk with them and all the things that they're doing behind the scenes that we have no clue of. Things that are helping not only business to grow, to add the stability to it. And so therefore, that's why, guys, this weekend when I sat down with those guys, I was so impressed by looking at all the things that they have on the table and everything that they're doing that it occurred to me, why was I so happy with TelexFREE? Because I found a home. And when I joined back in December of 2012, I was just trying to get enough money just to pay the bills. But I ended up with a company with a vision and a home, and I tell you what, it feels good, and that's what a lot of the major networkers from around the industry, what they're seeing with TelexFREE now is a place to hang their hat, just as Steve said. So just wanted to reiterate that, guys, here on this training call. I didn't mean to take up a lot of time, but I know some people on the line that missed that important call. Just in case you can't get to the 5 o'clock call, those are some of the highlights of it. And guys, I'll tell you what, we are in for, as Steve said, if you think you made money in 2013, just wait to see with all the new additions and products and services and things that are coming. Wait to see what we're all about to do in 2014. Pat and Laurel, thank you very much for allowing me to state that. And again, to remind everybody, no calls, no team calls. Monday through the following Monday, we'll be starting back up again on Tuesday of the following week. So don't expect a call Tuesday next week. It'll be the following week. Thanks so much, guys. I'll turn the call back over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Randy. Once again, I just have to say that, and I mean this with everything that God has put in me, you are the best presenter in the world. You're the best. You have a gift that has been given to you from nobody other than God himself. And I want you to know that I thank God for you. You did an outstanding job here in Kansas City. And once again, you have our city on fire. We have been bringing on so many business partners coming in since from the day that you got up there all the way up until today nonstop. So again, I want to thank you so much, and I appreciate you, and I love you, and tell Sonia that I love her as well. And we really appreciate her allowing you to take the time away from your family to be with us and come to Kansas City and help us to grow an awesome team here. Steve, if you can hear my voice, I just want you to know that we love you as well. You are our Energizer Bunny, as Randy said, and I can't wait until the next party so we can just dance the night away. You are awesome. Jay,
Well,
you are doing a
Pat, thank you so much for that. And I just want to say, when you guys finish, just go ahead and close the call out because I won't have internet access, okay?
Perfect. You got it. Thank you, my friend. And Jay, you're doing an excellent job on training with the MFA. We're very, very, very excited. You know that I'm excited about the MFA program because I couldn't wait for it to get launched. I was one of the first ones that brought it immediately because of where my credit scores is. And guys, I just want to piggyback on one thing that Steve had kind of touched on, and that is the fact we're in business to sell products. That's what we do. We have products that we sell. Not only do we advertise, but we sell the products. And just know this, we cannot sell something that we don't actually use for ourselves. If you don't purchase it and use this product yourself, then how can you attempt to go sell it to anyone else? You can't. So make sure, guys, you as being advertisers and promoters for the companies, TelexFREE, as well as leaders, buy the products yourself, okay? Learn the products for yourself, and I promise you, your business will grow in huge numbers. We have the VoIP service, and we also have the virtual internet service that allows you to make international phone calls. Now, I knew that that was something that was very much needed in our economy because of all the different types of groups that we have from all these foreign countries that they spend a fortune on trying to reach out and touch their loved ones. And even though I don't have family and friends in other countries, I know a lot of people that does. And I just sold a customer package to a lady that was from Cuba. And guys, listen, she was spending 70 cents per minute, 70 cents per minute to reach out and touch her loved ones. So do you know how much money we're saving her by now? She can use our service and she can call Cuba and it will not cost her nowhere near 70 cents per minute. But if I would not have been a product of the product, then I would not have known that and I would not have been able to share that with her. So again, guys, make sure that you buy a customer package, put it on your phone, your cell phone or your house phone, and try the service out so you know just how crystal clear it is. And then once you're out and about, you can begin to share that with other people who makes these international phone calls, because that's what we do. We're here to help the companies grow and to help our success by basically going out selling the products and the services. So today we're going to train a little bit. Cynthia, I just want to say you do such an excellent job with your product training. I love you and I thank God for you being the leader and the trainer that you are. And I just want to follow up just a little bit and kind of go back through the enrollment form on the MFA, and then I'm going to turn it right back over to Laurel, and he's going to do a little bit more training on the e-wallet. So without further ado, the way that you get to your site so that you can buy the MFA product is that if you look right up here, you want to type in the www.telexfree.com/shop/my-financial-advantage/ and put your username right there. Because again, you want to always make sure that it says site by who you are so the company will know to give you credit for the person that is actually purchasing that's the MFA product. Once you do that, you have a form right here, registration form, and it's going to ask you, are you already an MFA customer? Or if not, so you can log in or you can get started right here. So we're going to fill the form out real quick. And show you the next step that you're going to go through once you fill out your registration form. And the form is pretty simple. It's just basically asking for your name, your email address, and your city and state. So it's a pretty simple form. Takes about a half of a second to get this filled out. I am super excited about this particular product, guys, because for a lot of you guys know that I just recently went through a bankruptcy, and so my scores are not nowhere near where they need to be. And so because of that, I thank God for this company because they're helping me to reestablish and rebuild my credit, something that I've never worked on before, but I'm truly excited about having a real solid company that basically do what they say that they're going to do when it comes to helping you to get some negative things off of your credit. And so again, guys, make sure that you're selling this product, you're sharing it with the product with other people, because there's so many people out here today that most definitely would love to see their credit scores go up by 50 points or even 100 points. But it's up to us to get out to make sure that the public knows that we have a real company that basically, again, will do exactly what they said they're going to do and help them to reestablish a great credit history. So I don't know what happened, but that one didn't go through. We'll try one more time. The cost of this program is $69 per month. The beautiful thing about it, guys, is that if you are a husband and a wife, it's still just $169 per month to work on both of you guys getting your credit score repaired. Great. Now once you get here, guys, you actually come to the part where you're about ready to start filling out the information so that you can actually purchase it. So once you get here, you're going to fill out every place that basically has a red asterisk in front of it. You're going to put the customer's name, social security number, date of birth. If it's a spouse, their name will go there. If not, just keep going. Almost done, guys. We're going to change the social real quick. System is pretty sensitive, so make sure you're putting in all the correct information. Perfect. So now once we do that, it's going to ask you for your billing information. And this is basically the page where you're going to come in and you're going to put your payment information. Right now, you can only pay by using your bank routing number and your bank account number, and the company will automatically pull the $69 out of your account for as long as you need the program. Once you get your scores or you get to where you want to be with the company, then you can just call them and tell them to discontinue taking the automatic ACHs out of your account. But just know that right now when you get ready to pay for it, it will be set up on an ACH payment form, and so therefore you're going to need the name of your bank, the bank routing number, as well as the bank account number. Now once that gets submitted, on the next page, your next step would be for you to go and pull down your 3 credit reports. Once you get the 3 credit reports, and you're going to go to www.annualcreditreport.com. Yes, go to annualcreditreport.com, and when you come here, you can actually get a free credit report from all 3 credit bureaus at the same time. And basically you can get it for free, but they will only allow you to get it for free once per year. So if you haven't requested one within the last 12 months, then you can get it from here. And when you get here, you will basically request your free credit report right there. It's going to have you to fill out the form. And once you fill out the form and you fill out the form, then you're able to go in there and you're able to get your 3 reports. Now, if you want your score, they're going to charge you a fee for you to get your fees. But for the MFA company, the only thing you need to do is just get your 3 credit reports. You don't need the scores because MFA can take care of that part for you. Once you get your first credit report, then you just go back in and then you ask for the next one, which if it's TransUnion or if it's Equifax. But just know that you will go to the annualcreditreport.com site to pull those 3 credit reports. Once you do that, MFA will email you a letter, which is basically a cover letter. And with that cover letter, you're going to take those 3 reports and you can fax it in to MFA, or either you can scan it in or you can overnight it to the company. Just make sure that you put a copy of your current driver's license in with the reports, as well as that cover sheet. And from that point, once they get your reports, they will immediately go to work and start working on your credit. So guys, I'm truly excited to have this company to be able to help me to get my scores up to a place that they've never been before. And I look forward to coming back and giving you guys the testimonial about just how my credit scores has increased over the next 60 days. So I just wanted to kind of touch bases with you guys on that to make sure that you know how to fill out the application form. Again, just make very sure, guys, and remember this, you cannot sell something that you do not have. So in order for you to sell the MFA program, you have to become a product of the product. So I strongly encourage you all, make sure you purchase your MFA program today. Even after we get off this call, buy your MFA program.
Hi, I'm John Moyer. I am the hypnotist comedian that is headlining your main entertainment on Friday night and Saturday as part of the TelexFREE in Las Vegas, Nevada. And here's the thing. You're going to be part of TelexFREE, and you're going to learn amazing strategies that are going to help you more than double, maybe even more than triple your current TelexFREE income with doing a little more than what you're doing right now. But the beautiful thing is you don't have to bring your doubled or tripled income to see my hypnosis comedy show, because my hypnosis comedy show is completely free. Isn't that beautiful? You can double your income but not have to spend your doubled income to see my free hypnosis comedy show. And even though it's funny, that is no joking matter. I take that very seriously. But I will see you in Las Vegas.
So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Laurel. We're going to spend a few more minutes training you guys on the e-wallet. And you have our email addresses, so if you have any additional questions, feel free to shoot us an email. So Mr. Laurel, take it away.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. And for those of you guys who are not on the call, on the webinar, the way to make sure you have your site by name for your MFA enrollment under your particular site, www, Ms. Pat Jackson said, TelexFREE.com/SHOP, the word shop, /myfinancialadvantage/your username. So I'll make sure I reiterate that. Some people are not able to see the webinar, but they are logged in, and just in case they can't see the screen. So we want to welcome those here who listen to the call as well. Let's jump right into e-wallet real quick. I know Randy did a phenomenal job on that the other day when he talked through this the e-wallet process this past Tuesday. So we're definitely excited about that. I'm going to log into one of my accounts. And what we've been getting calls on, you guys, is e-wallet for credit card processing purposes. And just want to touch base real fast on that as I dive into one of my contracts. Again, you log into your main site and you have your back office. You'll see all the icons here, and the very bottom icon on the far right hand side says e-wallet. It looks like an earth or globe with an arrow around it. You click on that particular globe, it takes you to my e-wallet page, asks you to log into your e-wallet. And again, we want to go over the credit card process, you guys. Again, this is really something that really people are calling about all the time, and I want to make sure we reiterate that you can still pay by credit card. It's an e-wallet process just to verify your information. So once you have e-wallet set up, they'll give you an email. Go to your email address, verify your e-wallet, put your information in, follow those steps step by step, and then they'll have your front page here. Your front page will show you where you can do different things with it. And when you access your e-wallet, it has my account option. You will click on credit or debit cards at that point. So I click on credit and debit cards. This is for anybody that's brand new, that's not even a TelexFREE member. You can do it this process because, again, your credit card can be used to pay for your invoice in order to get you started in our business. So it's super excited about getting going and get your credit card activated, get it verified. So you log in the credit card, debit card process. It asks you to fill out a card. You want to add a new card to the site. You click on add a new card or add a card initially. Again, you put the credit card information in there. You put the expiration date. Your name is automatically populated because it is tied to your TelexFREE back office account. Your address is populated automatically as well, again, because everything is tied to your TelexFREE back office account as well. So once you get the information entered, you have this verification process. It's going to ask you, let's verify the card on file. It's going to ask you to upload a scanned copy of the credit card. You scan that copy. It's going to also verify that you have a driver's license or a passport that's automatically scanned into the computer system as well. All this can be done, you guys, instantly. At the same time you sign up for registration for TelexFREE, as soon as you get your e-wallet registration invoice number, you can start this process. It does not take very long at all. So I know people are ready to get excited and get on board as quick as they can. They don't want to wait through this process, but it's very important that we go through this process to verify all the documents we need in order to make sure that we have a smooth transaction going forward with TelexFREE. So once we click on the continue button, we verify the documentation. It's going to also ask you for a verification amount, meaning what they would do after you enter your credit card into the system, they're going to actually ping your card either between 0.10 cents up to $2. At that point, you're going to have to reach out to your credit card company or your banking institution and find out how much your charge was just credited, or I'm sorry, your card was just charged. It's very important that number is very accurate. If it's 0.10 cents, you have to put in a 0.10. If it's $1.79, put in 1.79. it's a block where you have to verify your security code on the back of your card, and also you have to verify that charge that was put on your card. Once that is verified, you guys, you're on your way to making sure that you can use your credit card. And like I said before, if you're on the call on this e-wallet between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern, you can do a live chat and chat with them back and forth if you need to. But as you get the card registered and get it verified, it automatically opens up a limit for you to use your credit card. When you very first get on board, it's going to say your limit is $500 that you can use to pay from e-wallet. But as we get to the verification process, it opens up a bigger volume window for you, and that gives you a $1,500 payment invoice authorization up to $7,500 invoice payment authorization. So that allows you to make sure that you can pay for your particular invoice with that credit card. And each credit card has a limit that you can do, a monthly limit and a daily limit as well. So if you want to add multiple cards, that can be done also. Go through the same process, verify the credit card itself, and it's going to allow you to open up options to pay for your invoice. So again, this is it takes a matter of a few minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes at the most, but it's well worth it to make sure that your card is verified and to avoid any fraudulent activity on your card and any fraudulent activity toward e-wallet or TelexFREE. So again, it's very important to keep a mind on taking a moment for the process. It might take 1 or 2 business days if you're outside of this live chat windows. That could be an option for you as well. You want to, again, focus on making sure you have the time to sit down and do this, because again, this is your business. It's very important you have everything accurate as possible. So when your 1099 comes out and your invoices come up to par, everything is accurate with your name on it and all of your information is correct. So again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time today. If you have any other questions about e-wallet or any other concerns you might have, you can do different ways through e-wallet. You can add bank accounts. You can add a prepaid card to the e-wallet. They can send their money to prepaid invoices for you. There's different ways you can do, as Randy pointed out on our webinar we had past Tuesday. Different things you can do through e-wallet, you guys. E-wallet is very, very, very friendly if you understand what you're doing with it. It does what you want it to do. If you wanted to send money from TelexFREE to e-wallet, e-wallet to your bank, it does it for you. E-wallet to your prepaid card, it does it for you. E-wallet to a check form, it does it for you. E-wallet to pick up some cash at a cash location, it does it for you. E-wallet to wire transfer, it does it for you. Again, you guys, whatever you want done through e-wallet, it can be done. And they have all kind of videos out there for you to take a look at. When you log into e-wallet, you see where it says log out, support, and whatever language you choose. You click on support, it's going to open up support options for you for some frequently asked questions. And again, how to obtain instructions, how to set my e-wallet up. It's a video out there for that. It's all step-by-step instructions, how to add a credit card. The details are here, how to order a prepaid card. It's very, very, very user-friendly. And I recommend that you take a look at that because, again, we get a lot of calls about e-wallet and a lot of emails about e-wallet. We want to make sure everybody has a clear understanding on how to receive your funds and how to enjoy your funds. And again, you can pay invoices with e-wallet. You can transfer money from e-wallet to e-wallet accounts. It does the same thing that TelexFREE back office does. So again, we want to thank you guys. If you have any more questions at all, please email patjackson41@gmail.com or email myself at lvmrktg@gmail.com for any questions or updates you might need from us. We look forward to you guys at the different Saturday Super Saturday events. If you can make it out, you guys, I'm telling you, those are life-changing Super Saturdays.
Hi, I'm John Moyer, and if you're watching this, it's because you're a TelexFREE promoter who's thinking about coming to the TelexFREE in Las Vegas, Nevada. And let me tell you, you want to be there based on name alone. And I'm not talking about my name, because you don't really know who I am. Although I am the headlining hypnotist comedian that will be performing a hypnosis comedy show for you on Friday night and Saturday. But enough about me. This is about you. And if you are interested in more than doubling your TelexFREE income with doing little more than what you're doing right now, you need to be there that weekend. Because what happens in Vegas doesn't always necessarily stay in Vegas. See, you're going to go to Vegas for the TelexFREE and you're going to learn all these amazing new strategies. And you're going to leave Las Vegas. But the information you learned is going to stay in your head. It's not going to stay in Vegas. So what happened there is going to actually happen outside of Vegas for the entire universe. And everybody's going to be a lot better off because you went to the TelexFREE. So I will see you there in Las Vegas.
We'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. We're super excited about that. We're traveling all over the place just to make sure that we are involved and just TelexFREE. We're excited about what we're doing here. Our business is growing abundantly. Everybody on our team is very happy. Everybody gets paid every single week. You can't say that in any other business.
Thank you so much, Mr. Laurel. You know I love you so much for being my backbone that you are. You and the lovely Miss Vanjie. You guys are doing an outstanding job. Just want to make a couple of quick announcements. Again, Atlanta, Georgia is getting ready to have their Super Saturday weekend coming up on March 14th and March 15th. You can get more details about that in the Universal group on the Facebook page. So if you go to Facebook and type in TelexFREE Universal Group, you will get all of that information. They're also having their weekly Saturday meetings every Saturday down in Atlanta, Georgia. You can get that information as well. We have a Kansas City meeting every Saturday here. It's at the 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel. It's right across the street from the Arrowhead Stadium, and we begin promptly on time at 2 o'clock. So I don't want to mess up the address. I know where it is, but I'll let Laurel tell you guys the address where the meeting will be this Saturday.
This Saturday, guys, in Kansas City, again, is 4011 Blue Ridge Cutoff, right across from Rolls in the Arrowhead Stadium. Again, 4011 Blue Ridge Cutoff, Kansas City, Missouri. And again, it's 2 p.m. You guys, you want to bring your guests there. Invite your guests there. I'm telling you, your business will explode in a positive way. You guys, you got to be there.
Thank you so much. So again, guys, last but not least, make sure that you go and sign up for your MFA if you haven't already done that. If you need any additional help with signing up for the MFA, you can just shoot myself or Laurel an email and we'll make sure that we help you to get that done. I want to thank you guys so much again for taking the time on your Valentine's Day Friday to get on our training call. We're having a blast here, and we look forward to seeing all of you guys at the next Super Saturday weekend. So have a great, happy Valentine's Day. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you, guys. Don't forget, we have no webinars next week. We have just our Everybody Gets Paid Weekly live pre-recorded webinar. So again, have a great week, you guys. Thanks so much, Ms. Jackson, for your time, and all of you guys have a blessed week.